Recently, LEGO introduced a brand new sub-theme for the LEGO Star Wars category, and that is going to be the LEGO Star Wars busts. But is this new sub-theme going to be a bust or not?
You suck.
I know, I get it, terrible pun, but you know how these videos go. It's going to be giving you all the information so that you could do an informed decision on whether you want to buy, wait, or pass. So without further ado, let's get into the nitty-gritty of this review. First off, let's go ahead and talk about the minifig that you're going to be getting in this set. Now, it does come with front printing, back printing, and as well as face printing. Obviously, you got to print Yoda's face. And he also does come with his iconic lightsaber. Now, the problem with this fig is, unfortunately, if you've been collecting LEGO Star Wars over the past couple of years, you probably already have a ton of these Yoda minifigs. It would have been very cool if they would have made a different version of Yoda, something out of the ordinary, something that we do not have a ton of already with this set. It would have been the perfect opportunity. This is a bust of Yoda, a very iconic character in Star Wars, but I feel like this is a missed opportunity. It's very unfortunate. I mean, heck, they gave us a collectible minifig in the Captain Rex microfighter that you could only get in a $650 set, and they put it in a $15 one. So, hey, why not go ahead and give us an exclusive minifig with this Yoda bust? That would have been so cool, but they did not. So, it is what it is. Now, without further ado, let's go in depth with the full-on build of Yoda. Now, let's go ahead and start from the base up so we can talk about all of the details. Very cool thing with this specific bust is they give you two different designs to make the stand out of. I really enjoy that. Whether you want to have your 15th billionth Yoda on display, you can decide to do that, or you can just simply have the plaque. Very cool. Now, there is no stickers in this set. Everything is printed that you see. Well, that's really pretty much only going to be the plaque and the eyes of Yoda. But a good thing is that there is no stickers. So shout out to LEGO for giving us two different designs in the stand. I think that's just a really good bonus right there. Now, going up from there, we have the full-on torso and then the head of Yoda. Now, there is some movement in this. You can indeed move the torso of Yoda around, as well as the head of Yoda. It can be moved around. Now, you can indeed manipulate the ears a little bit, but it's not enough that you really can notice too much of a difference, in my opinion. So it's kind of just moot, to be honest. At least for me, it's a kind of a moot point. Now, the very cool thing was the design that they made for the overall torso of Yoda. They did an amazing job with their piece choices of how they were able to make the sleeves and the arms to give it that look of holding the lightsaber, especially because Yoda is a smaller character. So they really got all of the proportions correctly, in my opinion. Now, the other thing that you do get is a full-on lightsaber build, which is amazing. I am so glad they decided to do that. It just adds a little more detail and a little more oomph to the build, in my opinion. So yes, it's a very, very cool thing for them to basically add that lightsaber is what I'm trying to say. Blah, blah, blah. Now, the other thing with Yoda is unfortunate because of the size and the proportions, they weren't able to really dedicate a lot of pieces to Yoda's face. And that's where I feel like the build takes a little bit of a hit. It's just not great looking, in my opinion. It's not terrible, but it's not good. It's just kind of meh, especially with all of the different advertisements that they took. They went ahead and put Yoda's eyebrows just kind of on the same plane as everything else, and it just gave it a very meh look for me. I don't know why they decided to do that. Now, what I did personally is I moved the eyebrows in and positioned him in a way that it looks like he is about to jump into a battle. I mean, look, he has his lightsaber. He's a little angry. It just looks better that way. So that's how I'm going to be. That's how I'm going to be displaying my Yoda build. Overall, It's good, but it's not great. And I think the reason why, and I'm wondering, is they were trying to keep the proportions of Yoda small because they were trying to get it kind of in the same realm as the size that Yoda would be compared to some of the other busts. We're going to see that with the Darth Vader build. By the way, that video is going to be coming out. I'm wondering if that's the reason why this bust was only 399 pieces. So they could only really dedicate a very specific amount to the face. I think if it was a lot bigger, then you would have stuff like Grogu being perfectly built out and having a great looking face. Well, because there was more pieces. Now, the other thing you do get is the eyes, which are indeed printed. And by the way, when you get to this step, it is so frustrating. They want you to build out the entire face first and then use this little pin eye and stick it in a hole recessed. It's a terrible whatchamacallit. My opinion, while you're building out the face, go ahead and attach the eyes to the studs not on top piece and then put it back in there, because it's just frustrating for you to try to line things up and then the piece comes off. You're going to see when you build it if you decide to get this set. Okay, so now let's go ahead and talk about one of the things that was kind of creating a little bit of a stir in the Star Wars Lego community, and that is going to end up being the price. Now, because a lot of us collect Star Wars and we already have a ton of Yodas, we feel like maybe that Yoda minifig could have been X-nayed from the build, though we do want these minifigs. We just want different figs. I mean, who knows? We could get really cool busts in the future, and they may have some figs that we've never even seen before, never been made. And so that might be kind of a cool way to get them. But at this price point of $40, it just feels a little high for the build. It's only 399 parts. And again, with Lego Star Wars, you're going to pay a Star Wars tax. We all know that once we became collectors of Lego Star Wars. Now, unfortunately, $40 does seem a little high. It would be a outstanding set at 35. It would be stellar at 30, but again, because of that tax, you'll never see it at that price until it goes on sale. Okay, so now we're at the point whether we decide, is this a buy, wait, or a pass? If you are a Lego Star Wars collector, you're gonna buy this set. You're not even gonna look at this review. You're not even gonna look at reviews when it comes to purchasing this set, because of the simple fact that you are diehard. So it's gonna be a buy for you no matter what. Personally, I think that this might be going into the weight category. Now, while building this set, I was in a for sure weight category, 100%. But it's kind of grown on me. And the reason why I was at that weight was because of the face design. It just wasn't all that great. But once I found the way to go ahead and display Yoda and kind of change it up a little bit, it looks way better and it does grow on you over time. So it kind of lifted it for me to a buy. But honestly, personally, I kind of feel like you can wait on this set. I think getting it for 35 or 30 bucks would be amazing. You know, a 20% discount, 30% discount would be amazing for this set. But I don't think it's anything that you really need to rush out there and buy. Now, I did rush out there and buy it, and that was to make a review so that you guys have all the information to make a really good judgment call on whether you should be picking up this set or not. So I think overall, it's going to be a wait. If you enjoyed the video, do us a favor and go down there and hit this video with a like. If you want to see more content like this about Lego, subscribe to the channel if we have earned it. Also, let us know in the comment section below, what do you think about this build? Did you buy it? Is it something you're looking into? Are you going to go ahead and wait to purchase this set? Let us know in that comment section below. While you're out there looking for Lego, hunting for that perfect set for you, be safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one. I wonder if that came out. I ended up bumping the table with my elbow, and that like destroys the whole... All right, we're gonna see if it came out in the video or not. All right, later.